Hello, and welcome to Meg Reads. The monster showed up just after midnight, as they always seem to do. My name is Allison, and I learned it's not easy living while the truth is being pried out from you. I learned all this from a book, A Monster Calls. Connor is an ordinary teenage boy whose mom is divorced and also has cancer. Ever since his mom got cancer, he's had the same nightmare every night. Connor won't tell anyone about this huge secret, his nightmares, not his mom, teachers, or even friends. He must also deal with the monster that comes to visit him every night and will never stop coming until Connor tells him the truth. Part of a series for people 12 and up. It has 205 pages and detailed illustrations. The genre is fiction and it has a few creepy, realistic-looking pictures, mostly of the main characters. The main characters of the book are Connor, the protagonist, and the huge tree monster, the antagonist, followed by the side characters that are Connor's mom, who, like I mentioned earlier, has cancer, his grandma, who's strict but love him, Connor's dad that lives in America, Miss Kwan, Connor's teacher, Lillian, Connor's old friend, Harry and his friends, the kids who bully Connor, and a few other teachers and kids. The theme of the book is the truth, because the whole reason the monster showed up is because he wants Connor to tell the truth and stop lying to himself. This book seems to happen 1 or 2 years ago in a little town. Don't worry, you'll be able to clearly see a bit of the town because of the pictures drawn in the book. Since we're already talking about the setting of where the book takes place in, I think that the author could have wrote a little more detail of where Connor is. For example, at least what country he lives in or what continent. Something else I would change is adding a few more little side illustrations. I would add more because there are a few places in the book where it was hard to picture what something looked like because there wasn't enough detail, but most of the book was fine, so I think you should be fine. My favorite part of the book was, funny enough, the illustrations. The illustrations were my favorite part because they were very detailed. For example, one of the pictures was of Connor's feet stepping on yew tree leaves. Every leaf was drawn, and the lines everyone has on their feet were drawn, which made it look real to the point it kind of looks a bit creepy. Another thing that is also a bit creepy is the monster when drawn. It's a bit creepy because it has all the imperfections you don't get in your average picture book, comic/graphic novel. For example, the branches that stick out from his back. In regular books with pictures, you don't often see that and would normally see a perfect back with nothing sticking out of character. Why, some might ask? Simply because my personal preference is the antagonist, so I usually lean towards their side. I also like him because I just like the way he looks. Scary, but not like horror film worthy, if you know what I mean. Moving on from that, I think other readers would enjoy this book because it has a good plotline and it's nice and smooth. It just flows along as you read it. It feels like the book is complete, but if it were to be completely fit my personality, it would have to be a bit different than it is now. Like the book would have to have a bit of romance and comedy along with other two genres already there. It would have to be a bit longer because when I read a book, I don't stop reading until I'm done the book. So I like a book that lasts me a while. The last thing I would change would be some of the names of the characters. But those names might be common wherever it is, but then again, if you change all that, it would be a completely different book and not A Monster Calls. But overall, I think this book is great, and if I had to tell the truth, I haven't seen the movie A Monster Calls, and I don't think I ever will, because I can already tell the book is better than the movie. This book gets 5 stars from me, and I think that everybody should read it.